How we will avoid bombing those facilities and civil installations? Or instead, we should be consistent in eliminating the terrorists. I believe that the latter option is the only choice. As regards Idlib, we should be quite careful in detecting terrorists and eliminating them. And we work quite hard in this respect. And Idlib is one of the de-escalation zones. Definitely we are interested in maintaining the ceasefire regime there, and we don't want to see any bombardment from that territory. We are ready to work together in this domain. Anadolu agency. I'll have two questions. My first question will be for Minister Lavrov. Minister Lavrov, the visa regime or the visa issue for the Turkish nationals is still there. Have you discussed this visa issue with Mr. Çavuşoğlu, their counterpart, and when can we see specific steps to resolve that matter? And my question to Minister Çavuşoğlu, what do you expect from the Russian Federation in the area of trade and economic cooperation and in this Syrian peaceful settlement matter? What is your appraisal, assessment? We discussed matters related to further facilitation of the visa regime. Some time ago, the Russian party proposed to make a couple of specific steps at this stage, like return the visa-free regime for service passport holders and provide the visa-free border crossing for long-haul lorries drivers that operate international routes. And our Turkish friends promised to respond. I think that could be a tangible step for a number of categories of our nationals. We plan to expand the list of those categories that will see the facilitated or simplified or visa-free regime, and we're interested in moving towards that goal of the visa-free regime. And President Putin said that repeatedly while meeting with President Erdogan. Now, where everybody is under the serious impact of the terrorist threat, and our Turkish friends have been suffering some of the issues that spill over from their neighboring countries. And definitely our competent authorities need to forge very careful and specific real-time interaction to be able to monitor international militant fighters. And we will act in this vein as we agreed. We'll proceed in this direction. In real time, we'll have exchanges of information on individuals that have been designated and put on the blacklists by our countries, and those nationals extradited from Turkey. We want to receive information on these in advance, and definitely will respond in kind, basing on the consular issues convention existing between our countries.
Bizim tabii arzumuz vizelerin tamamen kalkması.
I thank you, Minister Lavrov, for your assessment. Definitely we are interested in full removal of the visa restrictions. We would be happy to see that happening. The Russian side came up with a proposal to start from at least something, which is the first step. When I became Foreign Minister, I made an initiative to allow Russian nationals to travel with their domestic passports, and we may have made headway on that, and definitely would like to return to this point. For that, special services cooperation is needed, and we have some of the accords in this respect, which is what our relationship needs against the background of its positive development. And we've been doing our utmost to remove barriers and hurdles on the trade and economic cooperation. The trade increase is around 30%, which is a very good indicator. And the Russian Federation has stated that starting from the 1st of May they will remove agricultural produce import restrictions, like in Antalya, in my home city. There's a host of agricultural producers, and we are interested in seeing all those barriers dismantled, to see the free flow of our trade and economic relations. As regards Syria, we shared our view with colleagues and will make a statement. We are in contact. Thank you. And the final question from Press TV.